I'm here with Alexander Mercouris, editor-in-chief of the Duran. Alexander, Oliver Stone had another interview with Russian President Vladimir Putin, and Vladimir Putin made an interesting statement about Sergei Skripal. He says that he does not believe Sergei Skripal was poisoned by the English or the English Secret Service or Theresa May or God knows who else. This was an interesting quote from Vladimir Putin. Let me read you the quote that he actually gave to Oliver Stone, and this is it. Quote, "To be honest, I do not quite believe this. I do not believe this is the case." And when he was asked about the whereabouts for Skripal, he said, "I have no idea. He is a spy after all. He is always hiding." And commenting on whether Skripal had some information that he was planning to give to the press, Putin said, "I doubt it. He has broken the ranks already. What kind of information can he possess?" So, Alexander, what do you make of Putin's comments on Skripal to Mr. Oliver Stone?
I mean, they're absolutely classic Putin. By the way, it's an extremely clever, very funny interview between Putin and Stone. You can read it on Putin's website, the Russian presidential website. It's almost a conversation that they were having, and they were exchanging thoughts and ideas and making jokes with each other. And here we have Putin talking about the Skripal affair, this very bizarre affair. I think he also said somewhere that it was all very fishy. And
right, he also said there's something fishy about what happened to him. Yeah.
You know, it doesn't really make any sense. Well, that we can all agree. I have to say, I think he's right. I mean, I know that this is a popular view on alternative media sites that, you know, the British themselves tried to kill or injure Skripal in order supposedly to prevent him returning to Russia, where he wanted to go. And I think Putin is right to be skeptical about that story. I always have been skeptical about that story myself, and I think he's right about that. But I mean, again, it's his, you know, it's Putin at his teasing best. Skripal is a spy. Spies always hide. This is why we can't find him. In reality, we know it's the British who are hiding him, not Skripal himself. And he's also right to say that, you know, whatever information or Skripal once had when he was an agent of the GRU, an officer of the GRU, that's all long ago in the past, because he's been for such a long time in Britain now, and he's not had any kind of intelligence connections. So it's classic Putin. Clever, funny, witty, ironic, and at the same time, very insightful and giving you an idea of how he thinks and what's on his mind.
Do you think Putin knows where Skripal is?
I'm pretty sure he has a fairly shrewd idea. I mean, the Russians have a pretty sophisticated intelligence operation. I mean, I don't know what kind of spies they have, but they'll have all the kind of methods of electronic intelligence and all the rest that we have. And I'm pretty sure that just as there's a British investigation into what happened to Skripal and to Yulia Skripal, there's been a Russian investigation also. So I think Putin knows a great deal more than he's saying, and I suspect he's got a pretty shrewd idea of where the Skripals are. But obviously, he's not going to say that to Stone. In fact, there's even a moment, by the way, while they were talking about not about this, I think, but about other matters, in which Putin actually says, "Well, you know, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to give you all the secret information that I have? Do you want me to give you all the documents and show them to you?" And of course, he's basically admitting there that he knows more than he's saying. That comment wasn't made about the Skripals, but I think we can assume that the same is true about the Skripals. He knows more than he says.
Okay, so much time has passed, Alexander, since this affair. I believe has it been a year?
Oh, it's more than a year. I mean, more than a year. I mean, it's March 2018 that the attack on Skripals happened, and now we're in July.
Yeah, so where do you think, if you had to make a guess, where do you think the UK is hiding Skripal? Or the US, maybe? If you had to place a guess, do you know? Or
I think they are still in Britain. I don't think they're in the US. And the reason I think that they are in Britain is because I think the British want to keep them very much under control. If they're sent to the US, that passes them under the control of another intelligence and security agencies, and given how difficult relations between Britain and the Trump administration are at the moment, I don't think the British will want to do that. I think it's most interesting. The most interesting thing about the Skripals is the fact that they have disappeared from sight. I mean, it's now almost a year since Yulia Skripal was giving her incredibly controlled interviews, and we've not seen them since, and we've not seen Sergei Skripal at all. And so that in itself, I think, is the most important thing. It shows that the British are not willing to trust them to give free interviews to anyone. And that really points to many things. And in a way, that's what Putin was teasing when he was saying, he knows how to hide.
All right, Putin at his best with Oliver Stone. Alexander Mercouris, editor-in-chief of the Duran. Thank you very much. Guys, if you like this video, click on the subscribe button down below. Click on the notifications bell to make sure you get notifications every time we push out a new video. And visit the Duran shop, Alexander. People can purchase t-shirts, mugs, stickers, hats, you name it, we got it. You're wearing a new t-shirt today, actually.
I'm wearing a new t-shirt. I've never worn a t-shirt. This is my very first Duran t-shirt, and I absolutely love it. I mean, I wear t-shirts quite a lot, and I've got lots of t-shirts, but this one is just about the best quality t-shirt that I have. In fact, I think it is the best quality t-shirt that I have. It's 100% cotton. It's got the same dye and beautiful color that the polo shirts that I often wear have. It's got a double-headed eagle there, so very elegantly positioned. I mean, it's a really stylish, elegant, comfortable, beautifully put together t-shirt, and this is good a t-shirt as it gets, in my opinion. But of course, I'm wearing this great t-shirt and I'm drinking my coffee. I'm drinking coffee this time.
Magic mugs.
Absolutely great magic mug. 15 ounces, beautiful porcelain body. And this one obviously has the badge of Russia's elite Alpha Force, the people who do all the special forces operations that the Russians are actually extremely skilled at. I mean, they've developed special forces operations to a fine art. And Alpha Force is apparently their absolute best unit amongst many. So there we go. I feel surrounded by great and wonderful and good things. And our viewers can be also, by buying them from our shop, they'll find all sorts of wonderful things there. And they'll help themselves by buying those things. And they'll help the Duran by buying them also, because we rely and depend upon your support. So go to our shop and help yourself and help us.
And when you drink from a magic mug, it increases your geopolitical quotient, your GQ, by a good 50 to 100, maybe even 200 points. Whether you're drinking coffee or tea.
Or coffee or tea. Absolutely so.
All right. Alexander Mercouris, editor-in-chief of the Duran. Thank you very much. Till next time, everybody. Take care.